Hello, good morning. Welcome to Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. Stormy dogs in the back laying down. It is a very rainy day, and it does not look like we are going to be able to go play in the park. I am not really wanting to get wet today until I get in the shower. I do need a shower. I did not make time to do that. I cannot talk today. To do that, before my chiropractor appointment, I decided to do the dishes instead. Because just like any ADHDer, do everything that you're not supposed to be doing instead of what you're supposed to do. That's just the way it goes some days. But I really wanted to do the dishes for my parents the last couple of days. They've been really working hard and busy and doing stuff outside, preparing for the winter. I did some leaf blowing yesterday to try and help with that as well. My parents went down to the Southern Oregon coast yesterday to go get some gift cards from the casino. And I stayed home and did absolutely nothing and played video games, watched some videos, watched a movie. I think I fell asleep watching the Martha documentary on Netflix last night. I am a junkie for documentaries. I do like documentaries. So for today on my agenda is filling out my paperwork for my physical therapy tomorrow. I start physical therapy day number 1. I am really excited for that. Today's chiropractor appointment went really well. For the first time since I've been coming here, we did not have to adjust my lower back. I'm really shocked at that and surprised. I don't know what's going on with my body. I am glad. I would rather not be adjusted everywhere and take a long time to do it. I'm so thankful for my immunoglobulin therapy. I really think it's going to make a big difference in my treatment. I really do. I've been thinking it all along, and I hate to say that I'm right, but I don't. I'm glad that I'm right. I'm glad that I know my body and I know my medical information, and I know what my body needs. I've been needing to understand the underlying problems for my entire life. I've been needing this therapy almost my entire life. Once I made major life changes, like quitting smoking cigarettes, was step number 1. It was also one thing that I think that was contributing to my problems, along with serving in the military, which really aggravated my underlying health conditions. I had no idea to what extent my problems were, because I was able to function the majority of my life without being symptomatic and the way that I am now. I'm so thankful that I did not become symptomatic earlier in life. I did a little bit, but my body was able to bounce back when I was younger. When I hit my 30s, I didn't even hit my 30s before everything went downhill. It started at age 28. Had I not served in the military, I think I would not have gotten this symptomatic until at least now. Right now is the time I think things would have really started really going downhill had I not made all the changes that I've made change. The major things have changed, I got medically discharged from the Navy. Also, happy Veterans Day. I'm going to go, not necessarily go get my free oil change. I would get my free oil change except for my vehicle has high mileage and I use half synthetic, half regular oil. So they don't give you that free oil change. They give you a discount on that kind. So it's not technically free for me. Because I'm going to have to pay the extra for the better oil. And if I had a new car, I'd be like, heck yeah, sign me up. I don't care about regular oil or synthetic kind. Anyways, I'm going to have a happy Veterans Day. But the other things I wanted to talk about are the post office. They are in my shoot list, not sheet, my sheet list. I don't want to put that in the wrong context. I do not want to shoot anybody. Trigger warning, but I do not endorse any kind of shooting of anything unless it's in a video game or in self-defense. So that, yeah, trying to cover my tracks here. I'm not trying to get like demonetized before I'm even allowed to be monetized. I don't want a black mark on my YouTube record. I'm trying, YouTube, I'm trying. But yes, happy Veterans Day. I'm going to spend the most of it basically bringing my savings. I've been trying to save money every month. I always keep dipping into it because I cannot make my budget work right now. I have extra expenses. It will be paid off next month, but I'm working very hard financially to get all of this stuff paid off and paid down, so I'm better financially responsible in 2025. 2025 is going to start some good stuff for me. I'm basically going to be broke all month. No big Black Friday purchase for me this year. I really would love to get a PlayStation Pro or a newer Xbox. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to Xbox. PlayStation's okay and all, but I am an Xbox girl. That hard. It has been easier to share clips to YouTube on PlayStation though, so I don't know. But the post office is on my sheet list because of sending my medication everywhere. Okay, I'm not trying to show my address where I live, but this label is definitely scannable. So the reason for the error has to be 100% human error at my post office in particular, and they have done it to 2 of my packages in the matter of a 1 week time frame. Well, actually 10 days. Let's just say 10 days because this affected 2 of my orders getting rerouted after being in my post office out for delivery. Day of delivery, they take it to another freaking city way past where it freaking came from. I'm flipping mad. I'm so flipping mad. A billion times. Including one of them being the one that I showed you. That was my medicine. I went 2.5 days without my medicine because my post office put it in the wrong sorting bin and went to a completely different city 45 miles away. To be rerouted back to the processing facility, to go back up to Portland, and then back to Salem, and then back to my town. Are you flipping kidding me? 2 packages in 1 flipping week. So, that is where I would love to go today. However, I think the post office is closed to do my holiday. love studying anything when it pertains to my health, because my health is very important to me and I want to live till I'm 100. I just felt like it was a good even number to add to be a goal. You know, somebody asked me recently why I chose that number. I'm like, well, I didn't really have an answer. I'm like, it just sounded like a good number. But I say it all the time. A lot of people are like, ew, why? No, I don't want to live that long. I'm like, why not? What is so wrong with the life that you're leading? positivity. We're able to. Everybody can choose happiness. You're gonna have a horrible day, but underneath it all, I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive and experiencing even the negative because I've learned from that. Does it make me stronger and wiser? Maybe not stronger. I get weaker by the day. But I'm about to start working on getting stronger with my physical therapy starting tomorrow, so I can start being more accountable to myself even more by being dedicated to working on my body and strengthening it up. I had to work through my pain. I need to stop falling. I need better strength. Because I'm not going to go out that way. I tell you, I'm not going out that way. If I'm going out doing something fun. I'm not examples do we have except for influencers on TikTok and Instagram models? And that's what everybody wants to be, and that's just not sustainable. It's just not. Not for everybody. You've got to be one outstanding influencer on something very niche. You've got to be the top of your niche in order to be able to make it financially on something like this. You know, I'm not relying on my YouTube to live. I can't, because I'm not even monetized yet. I'm not even monetized, so there's no way I could even live off of this if I tried. It'd be nice if I could, but yeah, I don't know if that'll ever happen. I don't think I'm the top of my niche here. And I do long form content, not short form content as often. My short form content are my dog and my gaming. And so that market is flooded with people. Well, animals too. Animals and gaming have such a huge audience, but they have like so many influencers as, you know, unless you're like Dr. Disrespect, who's also been in some scandals, and I shouldn't have even mentioned that name because he is disrespectful, and his name says it all. And I did watch him until I found out about what he's done in the past. I do not condone anybody that have any kind of scandalous accusations against them or allegations, even though they're all alleged. Alleged or not, the fact that you've got to question that means that there is something seriously wrong with that. Something seriously wrong. I just got a snap from my soulmate. He's out there. I don't know if we're meant to be together romantically, but at least friendship-wise, we are definitely soulmates. Love that man. But I definitely deserve something more than the amount of attention I get from him. Romantically, at least, anyways. Even friendship-wise, like, I deserve to have people check in on me more often than they do. They don't, but whatever. People are busy. I understand that. Life gets busy. Gosh, it's not even raining at the moment. Sorry, Stormy. She's ready to get out of the car, as you can see, but I'm at Dollar Tree, and I gotta do my little weekly check and see if anything is new that I need. I don't need anything, honestly. I don't need anything. But Dollar Tree is like my shopping therapy. It's easy to spend my $20 at Dollar Tree. But today I think I might try and get my oil change. See if there's any free meals anywhere and go get a free meal. Be nice if I could get a free coffee. That'd be nice. I don't drink coffee anymore, but I'd risk it for a day. Here I am talking about self-care, and here I am talking about that's not very good for my health, but I'm gonna maybe do it anyways. It is what it is. But I'm gonna go. It's about my half-hour time limit on my video, so I'm gonna peace out and enjoy my Veterans Day. I've got to make phone calls, but I don't even know what's open today, so I got to make sure certain places are open, see if I can do my line of business phone calls, make some appointments. Maybe I can walk in. I can drive up to Portland. No, I don't want to drive up to Portland. It'll waste my gas. I don't have the gas for it right now. I get paid next week, so next week I can potentially go get my MRIs done, but I do need to schedule my appointment with that doctor so I can get more MRIs ordered. So I almost don't want to waste my time. She only put in for x-rays, not MRIs. So I need an MRI of my brain. I hit my head. So I'm going to see if she will schedule that for me, or get referred for that, because I definitely have some pressure on the right side of my head, a lot more than the left, and it's really affecting my hearing off and on. So I really want to know what's going on with that. I do want a brain scan, and right now would be the best time to get it, because by the time it gets ordered and I get put on the waiting list or whatever, my problem's probably already going to be gone by the time the freaking brain scan happens. It sucks. If I had been on top of my game and made my appointment some time ago, I might have had a chance. But I've been slacking, and I just haven't been feeling good, and then I've been doing all my doctor appointments and stuff, so this is never ending. Doctor appointments, this is just my life. I get paid, my Social Security disability pays me to go see doctors. Pretty much all my money goes towards that from my Social Security. It goes to my doctor and co-pays for medicines, and yeah, I had to at least pay $2 out of pocket, and they're expensive. They're like $100 each, so $200 out of pocket for just 2 medications, because they'll never get covered by the VA or any insurance, because one's compounded, and the VA just does not cover the doctor that prescribes my patches. So $100 there. There is a way I can get those patches covered, but it's just way too difficult. I'd have to be calling and harassing people, and by then they just wouldn't be sent out in time. With some kind of narcotic, it's really difficult to deal with, like paperwork and people authorizing it, and it's just too much, man. I'd rather just pay for it out of pocket than deal with the headache of it showing up late every month, because the VA would probably send it in late every freaking month, because it's not from the doctor that works at the VA. All I need is a VA doctor to prescribe it, and that would be freaking amazing. But yeah, I don't think they condone this kind of medication. Yeah, anyway. So if I can get my VA doctor on board though, and get her to freaking prescribe it, I'll monitor that. But I don't think she would want to monitor that, so just doctors are afraid of being in charge of narcotics for any patient. The doctor wants to take a patient on that has to have that medicine. They just don't. They don't want the headache of dealing with it, and I don't blame them. I don't want the headache of it either, honestly, but it's the only thing that's helping, and I am glad to be on it. I'm thankful for it, because otherwise I would not be this functional. It's 100% changed the way my pain has been. Even with my falls, it's 100% changed things for the better. I think it sucks that people hold biases and stigmas against people that are on that kind of meds. Do I look like I'm flying high all the time? Do I look like I can't drive? No, dude, no. Like, I may have to say goodbye to that friendship, because I just can't wrap my brain around her holding that against me. I don't need people like that in my life, holding things like a medication over my head, and I'm all about open and honesty, being open and honest, transparent with people, because I'm tired of the stigma, and if people are going to hold that stigma and bias against me, I really don't want them in my life. I usually shut those people out. This one is really hard to let go of, though. I really love her and her family. So that's a decision I'm trying to make here, because it's not right, man. It's stigmatized for a reason, but there's people like me that it shouldn't be. It's messed up. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Veteran Day, and I'm going to go do some shop therapy for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go get a light bulb for my headlight as well, which is right next door to the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to do that.